Hello, my name is Dan McDonald. I'm the Life Regenerator here on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining me for today's episode of the Life Regenerator Show. I hope you like to have fun. I like to have fun. I'm going to carry you with me on a journey here, something I've never done before. I've never drank 16 ounces of lemon juice. I have drank many things in my life, but I have never drank straight lemon juice. And I'm going to do that today. And the reason why I got this crazy idea was because someone sent me a post on Facebook saying how the lemons are really good for the pineal gland, decalcifying the pineal gland. And then today when we got home, this little bad boy was on our porch. Now there is a mystery gifter out there somewhere. There's only a couple people that it could be. I think it might be Lou, because he said, you really need to get this one. Make sure you don't buy the wrong one. I was like, I'm going to go get this hand-pressed juicer so I can do pomegranate juice. And he goes, well, don't. I know this one, whatever. So I'm thinking it was Lou, but then I'm thinking Lou getting on Amazon and sending me something. So maybe he had somebody else do it. But anyways, a mystery. And this is actually a Jupiter commercial juice press, which I have used before. And I think it is probably one of the best. I mean, it is sturdy as sturdy can get. So let's start a little journey here. I'll take a little 16-ounce shot of lemon juice, which I've never done before, and we'll test this juicer out, although I've already used it before. Ricky's got one of these things, and it really makes a nice high-quality juice. It's very easy to use as well. Delicious. Save those for the bath later, you know what I mean? You can toss all these lemon peels in your bath, and you'll get all those nice essential oils. This is a really easy to use little machine. So I'm going to keep cutting these and juicing them. And lemons, as you know, are very astringent, so they're going to really cleanse. I was coming home and we just did a workout. We went for a nice long walk. We watched the sunset, and then we watched the full moon rise, and that was a beautiful thing. And we did a little jogging, a little walking, a little stretching out at this nice little track. It's kind of the only nature that we've got. But I was like, you know what? I really need something to drink when I get back before dinner. You know, something to kind of wet my whistle. I'm feeling a little bit dehydrated, although I've been slamming a lot of water and juices lately. It's so dry here in Vallejo. And I think it has something to do with the chemtrails. You know what's crazy is they do it in a way to where it just never rains here, you know? It's just, I mean, it's rained like 3 days since I've lived here for a year. That's crazy, man. Where I come from in Seattle is pure rain all the time. Oh, I was going to say something, by the way. I wanted to make sure, well, there's a couple things going on. One is that tomorrow an email is going out to the Insiders Club to win a couple of free tickets to the Raw Living Expo. So if you want to win a couple of tickets, make sure you're on the Insiders Club and you're looking for that email so you can win some tickets to come out to the Raw Living Expo. That's January 31st to February 2nd. And then you can come out and join me in a good time over there at the expo if you can win the free tickets. And another thing that's good about the Insiders Club is not only have I been really putting out some really good emails and videos over there, but I'm going to be doing one on Monday where I'm going to be talking about all of my favorite foods, my favorite and most nutrient-dense foods, and then some of the benefits of those foods. So I'll spend some time on that, and that'll be something you really want to know. I've read every book I could ever find on, you know, fruits and vegetables and herbs, and I've done a lot of research on foods and its effects on the body. I never heard about lemons for the pineal gland, but I do know that Tavis's dad used to fast on lemon juice for weeks at a time, and he was actually, Tavis's dad was actually a yogi, and he would sit, and a lot of people would come, firemen, policemen, churchgoers would come to sit and listen to him talk about the truth. And he would sit there in his white robe, and he would talk to people about the truth. So he was very astute, and he wrote many books and much literature on the breathing, how it was all about the breath, and it wasn't even about the food, that it was all about the breath. And I was telling Tavis about that. I'm like, dude, it's all about the oxygen, bro. He's like, yeah, you're just like my dad. That's one of the things that I think why Tavis and I really get along. He says I remind him of his dad a lot, the intensity that I have. Tavis is, he's intense in his own way, but very mellow. And I'm more like, you know, very fiery, very intense, you know, like drinking 16 ounces of lemon juice here. So this will be cool. You always got to try new things, you know, and have new experiences. This is like an adventure in, you know, I'm a gastronaut. Let's see what happens here. You know, I could have a major blowout. What happened to the Life Regenerator? He drank 16 ounces of lemon juice. He puckered up and dried up like a prune. It's amazing. It's beautiful. This is going to be great for oranges. And the main reason why I wanted to buy this machine was for the pomegranates. I'm going to go get some pomegranates tomorrow. Now, I don't know who sent this to me, but whoever did, it's pretty epic. A lot of people send me great gifts and whatnot. I don't know if they expected a video plug, but it's actually called a Jupiter commercial juice press. I bet you can find it on Amazon. So check it out, y'all, if you're interested in this kind of thing. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you can't drink too much juice. I don't think you can in this world, because the fruits and the vegetables have the antioxidants and the toxins are everywhere. And the more I research this and go inward and work on expanding my awareness about all this stuff while helping people, while simultaneously living my own personal path to get to the highest levels of physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual regeneration. Like, how can a human being become illuminated in these impossible conditions? You know, it can be done. I'm making some plans to move out of the country, because America is just, and especially Vallejo and the West Coast, and it's just a toxic soup. And I've got to go somewhere that is more conducive to my own personal vision. And then I want to just be able to share with you, because people are overweight and they have a lot of diseases and stuff like that. And the information and the experiences that I'm having, I think, are going to be very helpful for people to be able to improve their health and learn some of the new tools that we need, because we can't live in the old way anymore. We can't look at the way things used to be and think we can apply that to today's modern world, because there's new chemicals every year. There are just new challenges arising and new like conspiracies. I had an experience today where I talked to somebody and the doctors pretty much ruined him. I mean, to make a few bucks, they'll stick things in you, cut things out of you that don't need to be cut out of you, stick things up you and make you bleed and ruin you and ruin your organs and cut up your glands and poison you, and they're doing things that don't even need to be done, and even if they did need to be done, they're not helpful anyways. But if you learn about the fruits and vegetables, I mean, there's just no money in the nutritional therapies. But that's where the problem is. I mean, not completely, because, you know, the food is, you know, but it can be medicine. Now, I'm saying, like I've been on this thing, like looking into fluoride, and I'm looking into the chlorine, and I'm looking into the pesticides and also all the pharmaceuticals that are in the tap water and stuff. And I found out yesterday, like, Vallejo's got some of the worst water in the country. I'm living here, bathing in it. And so I'm like, yo, things got to change. This is not going to work for me, because I knew something's off. It's like something's off. I mean, I am improving my diet all the time, my lifestyle, my mental state, my emotional state, and yet something's just holding me back. And I think you can only be as healthy as the environment that you live in. And so all this other great stuff that I'm doing is keeping me at least on an even keel, but I'm ready to launch off. So I'm looking for a nice place to go stay, somewhere where the environment is a little bit more pristine. Okay, so let's check it out here. This is lemon juice. Thanks for letting me share. I hope that you learned something. I kind of go over and over the same things. In 6 months, it'll be a completely different program with an emphasis on this same old stuff: fruits, vegetables, minerals, oxygen, rest, sunlight, but most importantly, love and following your highest truth. following your highest intention in your dream. Dan, you're too insane. Dan, you're too extreme. You know what? It has nothing to do with Dan. Dan's just listening and being called and drawn to it. And if I don't follow that inner voice, then I get sad and I don't have any energy and I'm depressed. But if I listen to that inner voice and not the people outside of me that say, we can't eat 100% raw, you can't juice all the time, you can't fast, you shouldn't do this, you're too intense, come on, just eat a piece of chicken, have some junk food or something like that. And you're like, no thanks, man, I got this thing, I'm doing this thing, I'm on fire, and I don't want to be bothered, you know, with anybody's limitations in consciousness anymore. So I'm just not going to allow that. I'm going to love them. And I don't really have a lot of problems, you know, except for maybe online. In my real life, people look at me and they don't even say anything because they're like, they know I'm just not going to eat anything else. I am a 100% raw foodist, and that's all there is to it. And I believe that everyone else would benefit from doing that. Long-winded son of a gun. Whoa. Oh my God. Wow. Sour, dude. I think I'm going to survive. I got half of it. It's going to take me a minute to get this other one, but you know what? I'm going to DTM it right on you, right in front of this camera, and then I'm going to let you go. Make sure you're on the Insiders Club. You're going to want that list. It'll probably be at least 40 or 50 of my favorite foods and their benefits. Wow, that is very, very intense, my friends. I don't even recommend anyone trying this, you know. Do a couple and put it in some water. But, you know, I've drank 32 ounces of dandelion juice, 48 ounces of wheatgrass, you know. I mean, I've done crazy stuff. I've drank all kinds of grass and herbs and nettles and weird fruits and everything you can imagine. Giant jars of grape juice, blowout. You know what I'm saying? Wow, that is super, super sour. But I did it. Thanks for joining me for this experience. Jimi Hendrix, are you experienced? Hey, I really appreciate you very much allowing me to do this crazy art of mine, the Life Regenerator on YouTube. And I wish you and your family well. Remember, whatever was shared here, that the most important thing really is that love and just continually coming back to that. Peace. Oh yeah, stay tuned. I've got a great dinner coming up tonight. I'm going to be making some wraps out of quinoa, soaked and sprouted quinoa. So check it out. So keep your eyes peeled for that. That's coming next. I'm having fun on the video camera, baby. Enjoy life.